Given the bullish price forecast for Bitcoin, and the potential for reaching the resistance level, the investment strategy suggests a long position. The entry price should be around $62,500, allowing you to buy in before the price potentially surges. To manage risk, a stop-loss order at $60,600 is recommended. This price point represents a recent support level and provides a cushion against potential market downturns. Target price is set at $68,249.8. The resistance level, aiming to capitalize on the anticipated price increase. This long-term investment strategy is based on the belief that the upward trend in Bitcoin will continue. The forecast price indicates consistent growth over the next week, suggesting a favorable environment for long-term gains. The chosen entry and exit points are strategically positioned to maximize potential profits while minimizing risk. Ethereum, as recent price history shows a fluctuating trend with a general upward bias. While the price dipped below $2,400, it quickly recovered and surged past $2,600. The forecast suggests a continued upward trajectory, with prices potentially reaching $2,800 in the coming weeks. Given this bullish outlook, a long position in Ethereum appears to be the most suitable strategy. To execute this strategy, we can set an entry price at $2,500, a stop loss at $2,450, and a target price at $2,700. This approach allows us to capitalize on the expected price increase while mitigating potential losses. The entry price is slightly below the current market price, providing a margin of safety. The stop loss is placed below the recent support level of $2,450, ensuring that losses are limited if the price drops unexpectedly. Target price is set at $2,700, which aligns with the upper end of the forecast range, providing a reasonable profit target. Given the price trends and forecast for Solana, a medium-term investment strategy appears promising. The historical prices demonstrate a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price hovering near the support level of $146.54. The forecast suggests Solana could rise to $162 within the next week, indicating potential for further growth. Therefore, I recommend a long position on Solana for a medium-term investment strategy. An entry price of $148 would allow you to capitalize on the potential price increase towards the resistance level. The stop loss should be set at $146 to protect against any unexpected price drops. The target price should be $158, allowing you to take profits before the market reaches the resistance level, ensuring a healthy return on investment. Given the price trends and forecast for Ripple, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be most suitable. While the historical prices show some fluctuations, they generally trend upwards. The forecast suggests a slight upward movement in the coming weeks, reaching a potential high near the resistance level. Therefore, a long position is advisable. An entry price of $0.535 could be considered, aligning with the current price and providing room for potential growth. The stop loss should be set at $0.525, below the support price, to limit potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.55, aiming to capture a portion of the forecasted upward movement. This strategy allows for moderate risk and potential for reasonable returns within a medium-term time frame. Cardano shows a recent upward trend with a slight correction in the last week. The forecast indicates a continuation of this upward trend, with prices potentially reaching $0.364 in the coming week. Considering the support price at $0.358 and the resistance at $0.4021, a long-term investment strategy appears promising. Therefore, I recommend a long position on Cardano for a medium-term investment horizon. The entry price should be around $0.352, aligning with the current price and the recent price action. A stop-loss order should be placed at $0.345, just below the recent support level, to limit potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.365, aiming to capitalize on the forecasted price increase and reaching a level near the resistance. This strategy allows you to benefit from the potential upward momentum of Cardano, while managing risk effectively. Given the provided price information for SU, a bullish investment strategy is recommended for a short to medium-term outlook. The historical price data reveals an upward trend, with the price recently breaking above the resistance level of $2.3287. The forecast price indicates continued growth, projecting prices to reach $2.7 within the next week. The entry price for this strategy should be set at $2.33, slightly above the current price and the recent resistance level. A stop-loss order should be placed at $2.25, below the recent support level of $2.02, to mitigate potential downside risk. The target price for this investment should be $2.63, aligning with the forecast and offering a healthy profit margin. This strategy capitalizes on the positive momentum and projected growth of SUI, aiming to generate returns within a short to medium-term time frame. Filecoin shows a recent upward trend, with a price history ranging from $3.50 to $3.86. The forecast suggests continued growth, reaching $3.83 in the coming week. This positive momentum, coupled with the support price at $3.715, and the resistance at $4.206, indicates a bullish outlook for Filecoin in the short to medium term. Therefore, a long position is recommended. To capitalize on this potential, consider entering the market at $3.62, aligning with the forecast price and offering a margin of safety below the recent highs. Set a stop loss at $3.57, slightly below the support price, to limit potential losses. Aim for a target price of $3.83, aligning with the highest forecast price, allowing for a decent profit margin. This strategy balances risk and reward, aiming to capitalize on the upward momentum of Filecoin, while protecting against potential downside movements. Based on the provided data for ThetaNetwork, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data reveals a fluctuating trend with periods of both growth and decline, while the forecast suggests an upward trajectory over the next week. The medium-term perspective allows us to navigate potential short-term volatility. A long position is recommended, capitalizing on the anticipated price increase. An entry price of $1.29, aligned with the recent price action, and just below the immediate resistance level, offers a good entry point. The stop loss should be set at $1.245, the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price is set at $1.36, a level that aligns with historical highs and the upper end of the forecast range. This strategy balances risk and reward, aiming to profit from the expected upward movement, while safeguarding against significant downside potential. Given the current price trend and forecast for Dogwifhat, a bullish investment strategy appears promising. The historical price data reveals an upward trajectory, with the recent price hovering near the support level of $2.6937. The forecast predicts a continued rise in price, reaching as high as $3.07 in the coming weeks. This suggests that Dogwifhat has strong potential for further gains. Therefore, I recommend a long position on Dogwifhat for a medium-term investment strategy. The entry price should be set at $2.76, which is the current price close to the recent high and below the predicted resistance level. A stop-loss order at $2.6937, the support level, would protect against significant price drops. The target price should be set at $3.00, allowing for a healthy profit margin while remaining below the predicted peak. This strategy capitalizes on the anticipated upward momentum of Dogwifhat, while managing risk effectively. Based on the provided information for Stellar, a short-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data shows a slight upward trend, but the forecast suggests a potential consolidation or slight decline in the coming week. The current price is hovering near the resistance level of $0.098, indicating potential for a pullback. Therefore, a short position is recommended. An entry price of $0.0935, slightly above the current price, allows for a small buffer against unexpected upward movements. The stop loss should be set at $0.0945 to minimize potential losses. If the price unexpectedly breaks through resistance, the target price can be set at $0.090, aligning with the lower end of the forecast range and providing a reasonable profit target. Given the price trends and forecast for Starknet, a medium-term investment strategy focusing on a long position appears to be promising. The historical prices demonstrate an upward trajectory, with the current price hovering near the support level of $0.3973. The forecast indicates a potential for further growth, with prices projected to reach around $0.45 in the coming weeks. This suggests that Starknet may experience sustained upward momentum in the medium term. Therefore, an aggressive medium-term investment strategy would involve entering a long position at the current price of around $0.40. A stop-loss order could be placed at $0.395 to mitigate potential downside risk. The target price could be set at $0.45, aiming to capitalize on the projected price increase. This strategy allows for potential profit while managing risk through a defined stop-loss level. Based on the provided price information for Pendle, a bullish investment strategy appears promising. The 2-week price change showcases an upward trend, culminating in a recent surge towards $4.36. This positive momentum is further supported by the forecast, which predicts continued growth, reaching as high as $4.63 in the coming week. The support price at $4.15 suggests a solid foundation for this upward movement, while the resistance at $4.938 indicates a potential ceiling for the near future. Therefore, an investment strategy focusing on a long position in Pendle is recommended. A suitable entry point would be around $4.30, allowing for a small buffer below the recent peak. The stop loss should be placed at $4.15, aligning with the identified support level to mitigate potential downside risk. The target price could be set at $4.70, aiming to capture a significant portion of the anticipated upward movement. This strategy capitalizes on the bullish sentiment and favorable price trends for Pendle, with a focus on achieving attractive returns in the short to medium term. Based on the provided price information for Render, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data reveals a fluctuating trend, with recent prices hovering around the support level of $5.264. The forecast suggests a potential upward movement towards $5.77 in the coming weeks, indicating a bullish outlook for the medium term. Therefore, an investment strategy involving a long position in Render is recommended. A strategic entry price could be around $5.35, aligning with the current price and allowing for a potential upside move towards the forecast target price of $5.77. To manage risk, a stop-loss order could be placed at $5.20, slightly below the support level, to limit potential losses. The target price should be set at $5.65, capturing a significant portion of the projected price increase, while leaving room for further potential growth. This approach aims to capitalize on the expected upward momentum of Render, while mitigating potential downside risks. First, and based on the VeChain price history and forecast, a short-term investment strategy with a long position seems appropriate. Price history shows a slight upward trend, with the recent price hovering near the support level of $0.02274. Forecast indicates continued upward movement, suggesting potential for price appreciation towards the resistance level of $0.02672. Therefore, a long position with an entry price of $0.0226 would be suitable, aligning with the current price and the forecast. A stop loss at $0.0223 would protect against potential downward price movements, while a target price of $0.0233 would allow for capturing profits as the price approaches the resistance level. This strategy aims to capitalize on the short-term upward momentum of VeChain, taking advantage of the potential price appreciation within the next week. Based on the provided price information for Binancecoin, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data shows an overall upward trend, with recent fluctuations around the $570 $580 range. The forecast price suggests further upward movement, reaching potentially $596 in the coming week. This indicates a bullish sentiment in the short to medium term. Therefore, a long position on Binancecoin is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $575, slightly below the current price, allowing for a margin of safety. The stop loss should be set at $565, protecting against a significant price reversal. Target price could be set at $590, aligning with the forecast and providing a reasonable profit potential within a medium-term time frame. This strategy allows for capitalizing on the expected upward movement while managing risk effectively. Based on the provided price information for Conflux, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data shows a fluctuating trend with periods of both upward and downward movement. The forecast indicates a continued upward trajectory, suggesting potential for profit in the medium term. Therefore, I recommend a long position on Conflux. An ideal entry price would be around $0.174, slightly below the current price and near the recent support level. The stop loss should be set at $0.169 to minimize potential losses in case the price drops. The target price could be around $0.194, aligning with the recent resistance level and the forecasted price increase. This strategy allows for capitalizing on the potential upward movement of Conflux, while managing risk through a well-defined stop loss. Given the price trends and forecast for Worldcoin, a moderately aggressive investment strategy would focus on a short-term approach to capitalize on the anticipated upward momentum. The historical prices show a consistent upward trajectory, with the current price close to its forecast and near the support level of $1.948. The resistance is at $2.947, indicating that there is still room for upward movement. In this scenario, a long position is advisable to capitalize on the potential for a price increase towards the resistance level. An entry price of $2.08, the current price, would allow you to buy in near the support level. The stop loss should be set at $1.95 to protect against any unexpected price reversal. The target price should be set at $2.41, slightly above the highest historical price, allowing you to take profits before the market potentially pulls back. This strategy balances risk and reward, aiming to capitalize on the bullish forecast while mitigating potential losses. Based on the provided Avalanche price information, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical prices show a generally upward trend, with recent consolidation around the $28–$29 price range. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching $30 within the next week. This indicates a bullish outlook for Avalanche in the short to medium term. Considering this, a long position is recommended. An entry price of $28.50 would allow for a good entry point, aligning with the current price and the support level of $28.01. A stop loss at $27.50 would protect against unexpected downward movements, while a target price of $31.00 allows for potential profit, taking as prices approach the resistance level of $32.64. This strategy capitalizes on the expected upward movement while managing risk effectively. Given the price trends and forecast for Jupiter, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical prices show a fluctuating trend with an overall upward bias. Forecast indicates continued upward movement, suggesting potential for profit. The support price at $0.836 provides a safety net, while the resistance at $0.9346 signifies a potential ceiling for the near term. Therefore, a long position is recommended for Jupiter. An ideal entry price would be around $0.815, slightly below the current price and near the support level, allowing for a margin of safety. The stop loss should be set at $0.805 to limit potential losses if the price unexpectedly drops. The target price can be set at $0.900, aiming to capitalize on the forecast's upward momentum and reaching a significant portion of the resistance level. This strategy balances risk and reward, aiming for moderate gains over a medium-term horizon. Based on the provided EOS price information, a medium-term investment strategy appears most suitable. The historical price data reveals a fluctuating trend, with recent dips followed by rebounds. The forecast indicates a slight upward movement, suggesting a potential for growth in the coming weeks. Considering the support price at $0.4901 and the resistance at $0.5441, a medium-term investment allows for capturing potential gains within this range. Therefore, a long position is recommended. An entry price around $0.472, slightly below the current price, allows for a margin of safety. The stop loss should be placed at $0.465, below the recent lows, to limit potential losses. The target price can be set at $0.505, aiming for a moderate profit within the resistance level. This strategy balances risk and reward, capitalizing on the potential for EOS's upward movement, while mitigating potential downsides. The provided data for TRON shows a recent upward price trend, with the current price hovering near the support level of $0.1602. The forecast suggests a continuation of this upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching $0.162 in the coming week. Given these factors, a long-term investment strategy appears promising. To capitalize on this potential, I recommend entering a long position at the current market price, around $0.160. A stop loss order should be placed at $0.158 to minimize potential losses if the price unexpectedly reverses. The target price could be set at $0.166, aligning with the resistance level and allowing for a healthy profit margin. This strategy takes advantage of the positive price trends and forecast, while incorporating risk management measures to protect your investment. Based on the provided historical price data and forecast for Coin, a bullish investment strategy appears promising. The historical prices show a consistent upward trend, with recent fluctuations suggesting potential buying opportunities. The forecast indicates further price increases over the next week, reaching levels above the current price. This positive outlook, coupled with the support price of $0.4038, suggests a strong base for continued upward momentum. Therefore, an investment strategy focusing on a long position in Coin is recommended. An ideal entry price would be around $0.426, a recent low point within the recent upward trend. The stop loss should be set at $0.404, below the support price, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.495, aligning with the highest forecast price, allowing for a substantial profit potential while capitalizing on the anticipated upward movement. This strategy aligns with a medium-term investment perspective, aiming to benefit from the sustained upward trend projected for Coin. Based on the provided price data for ShibaInu, a short-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable. The historical price data suggests a period of consolidation, with recent fluctuations around the $0.0000175 mark. The forecast indicates a slight upward movement, with prices potentially reaching $0.0000182 within the next week. However, the resistance price at $0.0000193 suggests that significant upward momentum might be limited. Considering these factors, a short-term long position could be considered. An ideal entry price for this strategy would be around $0.00000177, aligning with the support price and the lower end of the forecast range. A stop loss could be placed at $0.00000176, providing a small buffer to protect against unexpected price drops. The target price could be set at $0.00000182, aiming to capture the potential upward movement predicted by the forecast. This strategy allows for a relatively low-risk, short-term investment with the potential for modest gains. The provided historical price data and forecast for Dogecoin suggest a potential for short-term growth. While the price has experienced some fluctuations, the overall trend appears to be upward, supported by the recent price increase and the forecast indicating further gains. Given this positive outlook, a long position in Dogecoin is recommended for a short to medium-term investment horizon. To execute this strategy, consider entering a position at the current price of approximately $0.108. Set a stop-loss order at $0.106 to limit potential losses if the price reverses direction. The target price could be set at $0.117, aiming to capitalize on the potential upside movement towards the resistance level. This strategy allows you to participate in the potential growth of Dogecoin while managing risk through a well-defined stop-loss order and a realistic target price based on the forecast. Based on the provided historical price data and the forecast for HookedProtocol, a medium-term investment strategy appears promising. The historical prices demonstrate a generally upward trend, although with some fluctuations. The forecast suggests continued upward momentum, with prices potentially reaching $0.463 within the next week. This upward trajectory, coupled with the support price of $0.4385, indicates a favorable environment for a long position. To implement this strategy, an entry price of $0.440 could be considered, allowing for a small margin above the current price and below the forecast peak. A stop-loss order could be placed at $0.438, providing a buffer against unexpected price drops. The target price could be set at $0.460, aiming to capture a portion of the potential price increase while leaving room for further upside. This medium-term approach allows for potential gains while mitigating risk through a well-defined stop-loss mechanism. Based on the provided information about Aevo, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data shows a general upward trend, with recent fluctuations suggesting a period of consolidation. Forecast price indicates continued upward momentum, reaching $0.379 within the next week. This suggests that Aevo is poised for further growth in the medium term. Therefore, a long position is recommended, aiming to capitalize on this potential upside. A suitable entry price would be around $0.345, slightly below the current price and above the support level of $0.3458. The stop loss should be placed at $0.337, the recent low point in the historical data, to minimize potential losses. The target price could be set at $0.372, aligning with the highest point in the historical data and the forecasted price. This strategy balances risk and reward, allowing for potential profit while mitigating downside exposure. Based on the provided historical prices and forecast for Notcoin, a medium-term investment strategy appears to be the most suitable approach. The historical price data shows a clear upward trend, with recent fluctuations suggesting consolidation before a potential breakout. The forecast price also indicates continued growth over the coming weeks, further supporting a bullish outlook. Considering this, an investment strategy involving a long position in Notcoin is recommended. A conservative entry price of $0.00775 could be considered, allowing for some buffer before entering the trade. The stop loss should be placed at $0.0075 to mitigate potential downside risk. The target price can be set at $0.0085, aligning with the resistance level and providing a reasonable profit margin. This strategy balances risk and reward, capitalizing on the anticipated upward price movement of Coin while managing potential losses. Suncoin's recent price history shows an overall upward trend. With some fluctuations, the forecast suggests continued growth, albeit at a slightly slower pace. Considering these factors, a long-term investment strategy appears promising. The entry price should be around $0.019, a price point slightly below the current price and within the range of recent highs. This allows for a margin of safety while still capturing potential upside. A stop-loss order placed at $0.0185 would help mitigate risk by automatically selling the position if the price drops below this level, protecting against significant losses. The target price should be set at $0.022, aligning with the resistance level. This provides a clear profit target and allows for a healthy return on investment. By adhering to this strategy, investors can potentially capitalize on the upward momentum of Suncoin while managing risk effectively. Pepecoin's recent price history shows some volatility but lacks a clear upward or downward trend. The forecast suggests a potential increase in price over the next week, reaching up to $0.000112. However, this increase is modest and the current price is already close to the resistance level of $0.000125. Given these factors, a short-term investment strategy appears most suitable. We recommend taking a long position with an entry price around $0.000099, aligning with the current price and the potential for a minor price increase. Set a stop loss at $0.000097 to protect against any unexpected price drops. A target price of $0.000010, slightly above the highest forecast price, allows for profit taking while minimizing the risk of a significant price reversal. This strategy capitalizes on the short-term bullish potential of Pepecoin while managing risk through a well-defined stop loss and target price.